Every day. All the time. Hello? Shout out to the room. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me so I can talk to you? Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me so I can talk to you? Please don't tell me that I'm talking to myself. Shout out to Leah. If you're going to be in LA, let me know. I want to see you every day. All the time. Every day. All the time. I want all of your time, all the time, because I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. So shout out to the entire room. I don't know if you know, but do you know? Y'all know? Does anybody know? You know? Hold on, before you walk in here, do you know? You don't know? Hold on a minute.
Finally, a show with an array of topics. I mean, she talks about it all. The Natasha Simona Sequence, Evening Edition, begins now.
Shout out to the entire room. Hello? I see y'all. Shout out to everybody walking in here. Shout out to everybody. You know, when I'm looking away, I'm actually like doing something, right? It's a dead giveaway. She's doing something. Shout out to the room. Shout out to the entire room. Shout out to everybody walking in here. What a day. What a day. Oh, Tasha, don't quit your day job. How's everybody doing? Shout out to the room. I'm trying to do something really quickly, so just give me about 45 seconds. And I'm done. Hello. Shout out to everybody that's walking in here. As you walk in here, as you're walking in here, please take off your shoes. This is a no shoes in the house policy. Take your shoes off, hang your jackets up. It's cold outside, everybody. It's freezing. Take your hats off, all that stuff, and get cozy and comfortable. I've got some hot toddies going around because a lot of you are sick. So I've got you covered. So I've got hot toddies. I've actually got some hot chocolates for you. I know for the morning show, I always have hot chocolates going for you all. But now that it's getting cold outside, it's getting dark earlier, I'm like, you know what? I could stand to not just have hot drinks. I mean, you know, your normal alcoholic beverages. So you've got some hot chocolates. You've got martinis. You know, my favorite is gin and tonics. And I've also got some hot apple cider. And for those of you that want matcha, that's a special request. I know I'm drinking matcha right now. You see me stirring it up, right? Yeah, I know the show's a little late. I'm sorry. But I do want to thank you for waiting for me. Thank you all for waiting for me and choosing to slide on over here intentionally. Shout out to the room. Shout out to everybody in here. Listen, I hope you had a great Tuesday. My Tuesday was so unexpected. Shout out to Marissa Tigney. She says, I'm removing shoes. What up, Tosh? What up, Marissa Tigney? Your last name is so, like, heavy. Like, you can't just be like, you know, the roster at school. You know, Jane Doe, everybody claps. John Doe, everybody claps. Natasha Simona. Everybody's like, ooh, hello. You think I was just going to say clap? Excuse me. And then you get to Marissa. Marissa Tigney. Like, there's like oomph. There's stamina to your last name. It's so good. How many of you was in here when you was younger, like in middle school and elementary school and even high school, or even some of you today? You start thinking about, like, you know, who you're going to marry, and you start thinking about, you know, their last name. Natasha Simona Brown. Natasha Simona, you know, Kaiser. I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? You start thinking of all these, like, last names. I wonder if Marissa, I don't know, is Tigney her married name? You know, when she met her husband, how does Marissa Tigney sound? You know, you start writing it out and scribbling it. Hello? Y'all better not act normal. I need to see somebody that's agreeing with me. Excuse me. Anyway, shout out to Mess Williams. Garnier. See, don't get me messed up on here trying to pronounce your maiden last name. Shout out to your family on your maiden last name, but I met you as Marissa Tigney. I like that. Oh, like the hair care products. Oh, Garnier. Marissa Garnier. Marissa, you're just born. Your name is just superstar status your whole life, huh? Hello? Shout out to Sky's Music that's in the building. Grammy Award winning producer. Yeah, I stress my friends. When my friends are winning and they've been winning, I stress them out. They're like, Tasha, you know I'm low key. So I'm not. I'm going to stress your accolades out. Let the whole world know who you are. Shout out to Sky's Music. If anybody needs beats, I'm not talking about, you know, beats for your answering machine. I'm talking Grammy Award winning beats. He's like, all right, I'm gonna see myself out. She doing too much again. He called me. He's like, man, I'm just trying to support you. You know, I'm just trying to watch your show in peace. Like, I'm just gonna have to come in on my burner so you don't stress me out. But if you want some Grammy Award winning beats, let me know and I'll connect you to Sky's Music. Hello? If you need Grammy Award, no, hold on. If you need award-winning Black Radio Hall of Fame voiceover work, ESPN announcer voicing on anything you've got going on, multi-talented Rick Party, just let me know. You know, I will. Who else is in here that's in my friend circle? No, I can't. Damn, I was about to call out her whole thing, and she would have been pissed at me. Woof. I always get myself in trouble. Shout out to the room. Shout out to everybody walking in here. I'm about to shout out this guy. Look, he's you know when somebody comes in late. Shout out to Rodney Reynolds over at American Legacy. Hello. African American publication. If you don't know about it, now you do. So if you need, Rodney, do you still have a textbook that you curated many years ago? If you are running a school or know somebody at the Board of Ed wherever you live and you need a new curriculum to add to your school district, let me know and I'll put you in touch with Rodney J. Reynolds over at American Legacy. Yup, I shout my people out. Hello? Oh yeah, keep walking in here. I'm shouting everybody out. Hey, Rodney. Oh, he said yes, he does have the curriculum. Rodney Jerome Reynolds. He gonna beat my ass. He's gonna be like, did you really just call my whole government out? Sure did. Rodney, one day you got to come on the show and talk about your curriculum. We got to get that curriculum everywhere. Now everybody straighten up. We'll get serious for about 5 seconds. Rodney is the founder of American Legacy Network, and they do amazing things over there. I'm not quite prepped to talk about it, but I can talk about it like the back of my hand because, hello, I worked for the company. Travel the whole country on behalf of the company. Excuse me. American Legacy magazine or network, excuse me, is needed in every school district when we often talk about these textbooks being outdated, so on and so forth. For anybody that sits on the board of education for your school districts, or you have connections and contacts, we're going to make that a thing. So, pay attention, and we'll get super serious and more intentional, so that I'm properly prepped to talk about American Legacy. They, I think they're on a tour right now, but they do have a mobile, museum. They have a mobile museum. I mean, they're just me going down this slight rabbit hole and trying to tell you about American Legacy is doing it no justice. So I'll stop there, and we will have the founder of that whole entire network come on the show one day. Hey, Rodney. Mess Williams says, Rodney, I was gonna ask you about your curriculum. Where can I get information? Rodney said, I'm proud of you. I know. He's probably like, Natasha didn't change a lick. Thank you, Rodney. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Rodney, let me tell y'all something. So I used to travel with the company, right? And Rodney, sometimes we would travel together, but more times than not, no, he showed up on majority of the trips. And then sometimes, I wasn't necessarily on full assignment, but he'll be like, hey, Natasha, he'll come over to my desk. I'm going to DC. You want to come? I'm like, of course I want to come. Like, up my mileage? Hello? Let's go. Book it. It's when the economy was decent. And we would go places, and he goes, every time I take you somewhere, everybody wants to know, who's the girl with the crazy blonde hair? Who's the little firecracker on your team? I was the youngest one on my team. The youngest one in the whole company. I ran them all. I had Rodney, listen, I had Rodney wrapped around my finger. But we had a good time. We had a good time. This was back when, companies were traveling way before. Well, we didn't even know what a COVID was. A who? And we had a good time. And he made sure he put me in lots of spaces. So shout out to Rodney. And I've known Rodney, I almost want to say my whole life. Like, that's what it feels like. I've known Rodney since I was a little girl. And when I became, of corporate working age, he scooped me up. And me and Rob Newton. Oh, damn, where is Rob? Hello? Rodney, we need to catch up. Hello? When I come home, I'm coming over. And Rodney, I will say, when you and I know my demographic. I know you all are I'm the baby of the room, easy on me. But y'all, you all can attest to this. Like, when people believe in you, even when you just really don't understand the talent that you possess, they will put you in places and give you opportunities so that you can see further into who you are and foster that, right? And so Rodney put me in the faces and spaces of prestigious companies, people. I mean, what's his name over at American Express? Ken Chenault. Like, all of these people I knew by first name, had them in my, he'll be like, can you call so-and-so over at blah, blah, blah. Black Enterprise was up the street. Hello? I don't often go down memory lane with you all, but, sometimes it's nice to remember those days. And by the first time Rodney introduced me to Earl Graves, the founder of Black Enterprise, may he rest in peace. Lord, that is very, very sad and weird to say. They were, Rodney, what were they, like a few short blocks away over on Fifth Avenue. Our office was on Fifth Avenue and 14th Street, and Black Enterprise was like Fifth Avenue and 17th Street or something crazy. And I would go over there and show up, and he'll make a call. She's on her way. And everybody would be like, this girl and her wild blonde, crazy hair. It's because of Rodney I had a very good, functional relationship with, you ready for it? The entire Forbes family. The list, the Forbes list. Yes. I used to work out with Tim Forbes every day. Rodney, do you remember that? Rodney would call me into his office. He'll be like, listen, don't be cutting out of here and skipping your work to go work out with Tim Forbes, okay? It's a real conversation. So Rodney, I've always been very grateful for your desire to extend your contacts to me, to grow me and foster this crazy girl that you're all looking at. I've always thanked you, and you always know my appreciation for you. And we fought like father and daughter. We had great respect for each other in the working space. We traveled, we ate. You exposed me to lovely, lovely restaurants and amazing people. So, Rodney, I just want to say thank you, because truth be told, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be able to brag comfortably and let people know that I was on the lips and conversations of the Forbes family and Earl Graves and Ken Chenault and everybody else that I can't remember. CEO of, what was it, UPS or something? Anyway, another story, another day. When Rodney comes on, we'll brag some more. Hello? Healthy brag. Okay, Rodney, it's bedtime. Bye. I'm kidding. Stay as long as you want. Shout out to the room. I'm firing my back office guy. He didn't get me what I needed, so I'm officially letting you all know he's fired. Okay? He's fired. My back office guy's fired. Perhaps I'll hire him back tomorrow, but as of right now, he's done. He didn't give me what I needed for tonight. So let me also say this. The guest that we have on this evening, for everybody who has been joining us in the morning time, thank you so much. If you didn't know, I do 2 shows a day. One in the morning at 4:30 Pacific, 4:30 a.m. Pacific. And then here we are on the evening show. Tonight's guest is the author of The Book of Patience. Every single day we read from the Book of Patience. You all have gone on your own to buy this book. And if everybody wants to buy this book, he is, so look at me. See, I'm reading the comments and now blending what I'm saying to what y'all are saying. I'm not looking at the comments anymore. I'm done. This book is available in the link in my bio. So if you want to have this book on your own, I highly recommend it. We all, a lot of you have gone and purchased this book on your own, but the author Courtney Ackerman is joining us in a few short moments. Okay. I just lost my train of thought. I know you all like when I do the headlines, but to be quite honest with you, we definitely don't have enough time. But I do want to say a couple of things. My back office guy he just made me so upset that he didn't do what he needed to do today, and it's throwing me off. Let me go down a short rabbit hole really quickly. In the name of patience, hold on. Before I get there, I just want to say happy birthday to anybody in the building. Happy birthday. If today's your birthday, happy birthday. You all know the evening show is a PG-13 show, so here we go. If it's your birthday, if it's your wife's birthday, your husband's birthday, your mama, your daddy, your kids, your zaddy, the side piece, the mailman, hello, happy birthday. Today's your anniversary. Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary. And well, if you woke up this morning and you rolled over and you could no longer look at the mess that was laying on the pillow next to you, and you said, I am going to the courthouse. It's D-Day. Shout out to you and your divorce. Congratulations on your new life ahead. Okay. I sang to you this morning, King. Shout out to everybody. Yes, back office, I am now seeing all your texts at this very moment. The texts are coming through. What is happening here? Okay, there we go. Shout out to Auntie Melba Moore that just walked in the building. Shout out to everybody walking in here. Before our guest cams up, I want to do this. I want to tell you something. I started off by saying that my day was interesting. There is nothing that I could even raffle off. There's no one person in the building, whether you are an active participant in the chat or you're a silent watcher. You would never imagine the conversation that I had today. That is all I'm going to say. And what I will say is it is quite fitting to the book that we've been reading every single day on patience, 250 Ways to a More Patient You. That's the name of the book. The Book of Patience, 250 Ways to a More Patient You. And some of you are probably like, oh, I don't need a book on patience. You know what? I didn't think I needed a book on patience either. And I was like, oh, I'm just going to read this to everybody. No big deal. I will say that never ever think you're good enough to learn from a different perspective. And I'm so grateful for proper discernment. I'm grateful for patience. And I'm grateful for peace. So what I'm going to tell you off of the heels, off of the heels of the day that I had and the conversation that was unearthed, that whatever your prayer foundation is, source it in times of unease. Ouch. Right? Source whatever that is. Because baby, when you clear yourself inside and out, and you wash your hands, trust and believe everything that you need to happen will happen in its time. Not your time, but in the time that is necessary for you to receive what is needed to move forward. I'm very careful with my words because there's a lot of different religions and faith and all that stuff that is happening. There's a lot of people here, and I don't want to be one-sided on when it comes to faith. I'm spiritually eclectic, okay? And sometimes when we're in the heat of something that is damaging, devastating, deplorable, you want everything to be fixed right now. Do you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you have to understand that life has to take its course and you have to be prepared to receive necessary information to have a sound conversation and move forward. Sweet Mama Midnight says, Tasha's sounding all generic. Well, sometimes you got to be that way. Now, with what I said and whatever you missed, you know the replays are on. But I want you all to take what I said. I want you all to take what I said and apply that to your life. Tara says, did it turn out good? Good is really an understatement. It turned out the way it needed to turn out. To be continued. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, Sweet Mama Midnight's what said I sounded geriatric or generic. Hello? Oh, I sound geriatric. Shout out to all my geriatric brothers and sisters that's in the building. Hello? Hello, hold on a minute. And shout out to all my flashing sisters. I see you hotties. I see all my hottie babes. I've got a fan for us. Listen, the first meet and greet that I do for us, you all better not gang up on me. I'll just make sure the room is a cool 57 degrees for all of my flashy sisters in the building. Hello. Yes, my vintage brothers and sisters. Let me see if Courtney is in the building. Let me see. Santi. Courtney, are you in the building? Okay, hold on one second. Let's get her in here. There she goes. Let's get Courtney on. You all ready? Oh, she is here. There she goes. I just sent you an invite. Courtney is about to walk in the building, everybody. Let's sit up straight.
The Natasha Simona Sequence, Evening Edition. Tonight's special guest, author Courtney Ackerman.
She's about to walk in the door. Courtney, this is a no shoes in the studio policy. Okay, she's taking her shoes off. She's getting her drink, I think. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Oh, hold on. She's fixing her hair. As we patiently await Courtney, she's getting right for the camera. Courtney, did you get the invite? I'm going to send it to you again. Let's see. Okay. Courtney, if you can, so where the comment box is, do you see like a little video camera with a plus sign in it? For everybody that needs a refill on their drinks, okay, the bartenders are going around. They're going to get you. I didn't get an invite. Okay, IG is acting loony. So, Courtney, in the comment box, there should be a little camera button. Like, not in it, excuse me. Next to it, you'll see some options. Just click the camera button, and that should, everybody just act normal. Get your questions together. I know I put it in the stories earlier for you to, if you have any questions for her, to put it in the stories. So you can put it in the chat, in the question box. Uh-oh. What is happening? Do you see the camera button or no? Is it not populating on your side? There should be a camera. It's a circle with a plus, and then the camera appears. Or if you don't see it, I think you just hit like more or something. There we go. Okay, we got to play that drop again. Everybody act normal, straighten up.
The
She's
Natasha
ready.
Simona Sequence, Evening Edition. Tonight's special guest, author Courtney Ackerman.
Oh, Courtney's about to walk through the door. There she goes. Yay!
Hello.
That's everybody in the studio clapping for you. Okay, everybody, quiet down, quiet down, quiet down. Courtney, welcome. Welcome to the Natasha Simona Sequence.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. So I was trying to join on the laptop and that wasn't working. So I'm just going to use my phone.
Oh, yeah, no, the laptop. You know what? Now that you said that, I have to make sure I tell guests in the future they cannot use their laptop. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, but you got your angles together. Hello?
Yeah, working on it. Trying. Yeah.
I mean, you're gorgeous. Listen, Courtney, I stumbled across your book. And I said, oh, okay, this is a fun book to read to everybody because I do 2 shows a day. I have a morning show, and that's at I don't. What time zone are you in? Are you on the?
Pacific.
Okay, so I do a show at 4:30 a.m. our time,
Oof.
and oh yeah, it's brutal, but we have so much fun here. It's like ridiculous, and we have a good time. And so the morning show, it's kind of a different vibe, and I wanted something to give. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted everybody to leave with some kind of energy because I'm a little exhausting. There's a lot that happens here. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And so I came across this book of patience and I passed it and I was like, I need something else. And then I doubled back. And I was like, let me see what's happening in this book. And it said 250 ways. And I was like, okay, let's see what's happening in here.
That's a
And
lot of ways.
Well, I liked it because I like the fact that you have these quotes and then you have exercises for people to do. It wasn't just a book of quotes. Here, thank you, have a good day. It was like, here are different ways for you to actually be active and healthy. And one day, people were like, you should have her on. And I'm like, there's no way she's going to come on my show. This girl, in the corner of the country, she doesn't know me from a can of paint. She's probably like, okay, whatever, bye. So as they say, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm so grateful that you agreed. Because my audience, they've been buying your book.
I so appreciate that.
Yeah, they've been buying your book. We all read together. If you could see these tabs, this is just, sometimes I've got bunny ears happening in here. I write the dates because sometimes I can't find my tab. So on behalf of my entire audience, I just want to say thank you for giving us a tool that we all, no matter what religious base we are, this is a book that is transferable to every single human to apply to their lives.
Well, thank you. I'm so glad to hear that. I wrote it to be accessible for anybody.
When you sat to compose this book, like what was going on in your life that you thought that this was necessary?
So my books come about through, they're very selfish. They're all about what I need, right? Like the books that I write, they're all focused on the self-help in ways that I have needed. So it's based on, struggles that I have in my life, and then coping skills and strategies and actions to take that I've found really useful, or that I've found, research on, or other people have found useful. And I just compile them and put them together. And I just figure that if they help me, then, hopefully they can help some other people too. So when I wrote this book, my entire life, let's be honest, I've struggled with being patient. It's just a constant battle. It's something I'm working on all the time. And I think that it's getting harder and harder to be patient in this world. So I figured the timing was right. It's something that I was working on. It's something that other people are working on. And I thought it was a good topic for the moment.
Do you find yourself sourcing your own book, or is that weird?
No, I definitely use my own stuff. Like I use my own tactics, my own techniques. I'll fill in my own exercises, use my own mantras all the time.
So we do these exercises together. Like I said, most times what I do is I'll read a quote and then I'll, do an exercise. I'll choose an exercise either, a couple of pages before or after kind of thing, just to stay. Because I'm assuming that, well, I don't want to assume because you're sitting right here with me. So with the quotes, and these quotes, how did you go about finding them? Because they're not, quotes from your dome. They're quotes that you've come across in your existence. Yeah.
Yeah, some of them I had already come across and loved. Some of them other people told me about. I kind of did a bit of an outsourcing there because I want to know what inspires other people. I want to know what other people, what motivates them and what really resonates with them. And then for the rest of it, I just, did some Googling. I just looked up quotes that had to do with patience, and the ones that I really liked, I included.
And then with that, the exercises that you have, were they corresponding to the quote? Like, so for today we read, so for everybody that has the book, we read from page 22 and 23. So the quote is on page 22, and then it looks like there's an exercise on page 23, and so on and so forth. Are these exercises meant to correspond with the quote?
There's some that kind of like grouped together, that kind of were like on theme. But mostly, no, they were just sort of interspersed.
Okay. How many people have you gifted this book to, and you're like, you know what, you're doing a little too much here, just take this, and people are like, what?
Well, I try really hard not to, not to tell anyone else what they need to work on because that's a really, really personal thing, and no one's going to do any work that they're not ready to do, right? Like we know that. So I'm happy to gift it. I give away my books a lot when people ask for them, or my poor friends and family. I'm like, y'all want this book, right? You're gonna get it, whether you want it or not.
Right.
But no, I don't do like, targeted giveaways like
You're like the
you
one
need more
walking,
things.
walking in Costco, working in the supermarket, and somebody like, flips you off or cuts you off in traffic, and you're like, hey, don't go away. You need this book.
Yeah, you've been chosen. You get this book.
So do you, I'm really big on therapy. I've been screaming from the mountaintops ever since I've put myself in therapy a few years back.
Hmm.
And I'm just curious, a lot of your exercises I've received on the insane couch. So
The insane couch. That's that's a big misconception that I'm sure you're already aware of, that you need to be insane to go to
of course,
therapy.
listen, I am absolutely aware. Sometimes you got to find humor behind
Of
the
course.
pain that comes out on that couch. But maybe I shouldn't say that for people who are a little nervous to go to therapy. But, a lot of these exercises are very similar to what my therapist has really pushed me to do and work within myself. So I'm
Hmm.
curious, did any of this come from a psychologist, or is this all of, like, what's that? How did you go about with these exercises?
Yeah, absolutely. So I have a degree in psychology. I have a master's degree in psychology.
Oh, hello.
Um, yeah. So I don't do treatment. I'm not that kind of psychologist. I'm more of a researcher. But I've been doing research into these sorts of topics for, well, like a decade now. I have the master's degree. I have actually a full-time job working within mental health, doing research and evaluation. I also write a lot on the side. In addition to the books, I write a lot for like positive psychology related topics. So I'm really just immersed in the world of therapy. I write about all the different kinds. I kind of stay up to date on it. I'm religious about going to therapy myself. I see a therapist every week. I have a lot of friends that see therapists every week, and we talk and we compare notes and exercises, and so I'm just it's my world. My world is one where therapy is totally commonplace, totally normal, and you can get a lot of really good things out of it.
Wow. That's actually good to know, because I'm like, I wanted to, I wanted to tell my audience that. I was like, I bet you that a therapist helped her write this book, because this is very yeah. And so I'm glad we got that answer. So I do
Mhm.
have some questions for you, if you're open to. We have an open communicative group here. Like I tell them, like, let me know what you want me to ask her, put it all out there. So if you want to contribute to the questions here, put it in the question box. But there's a couple already from earlier that you've somewhat answered already just through this conversation. I'm sorry, here we go. Will there be a book of patience too?
Hmm. Not as of yet. There will be more books in the future. I'm pretty sure about that. But I don't spend too long delving into one topic. I like to kind of switch it up. So there will be tangentially related, patience content, but probably not a book of patience part two.
Okay. That makes sense. When I saw that question earlier, I was like, as much as that would be great, I'm like, how can you really do a part two of this unless you just put together more quotes and more exercises?
Right. I mean, y'all already got 250 ways. Like,
Right.
you got a lot. You got a lot to work with already.
Exactly. Um, okay. We somewhat answered this one when, this question says, what made you write the book of patience? Were you going through life changes of any? So we definitely went through that one.
Yeah, but I can answer that a little more fully. I
Okay.
think at the time that I was writing this, I had just ended a relationship that was it had its ups and downs. There were good things about it, but it was a tough ending, and there was a lot of kind of personal work that I had to do to recover from that. And I was also just about to start a new job, which is the job I'm in now, and I absolutely adore it. But also, it was a big change, and it was a lot more responsibility. And so I had two kind of big, major life changes happening right around that time.
Hmm.
So I was feeling more anxiety than usual, dealing with just more emotions than usual. So it's a really good time to tap into some patience, some mindfulness, some acceptance.
Okay. And here we go. Um, I find myself my patience has ebbs and flows. Sometimes I can have the patience of Job and other times I have none. So what do you say for people who go between patience? Like one you have a good week and then you have a bad week. Like how do you coach others to reset and, reformulate?
Yeah, well, the last word that I said, I think answering the last question was acceptance, and I
Yeah.
think that's key here. It is human to have ebbs and flows. The people that love me can tell you that generally I'm fairly patient. It's something I continue to work on, but man, sometimes I'm right on the edge. Sometimes I get frustrated. Sometimes I'm in a hurry, like everyone else.
Yeah.
Just because I wrote this book doesn't mean I never struggle with patience.
Well, I
But
will
the
say
key
that when you have those moments, you should refer to this book, The Book of
is
Faith.
That's the idea. Yeah. But the key is just to accept that things are going to ebb and flow, and that's just the nature of being human. Sometimes it's going to be more of a struggle than others, and that's why you have techniques and skills and strategies to turn to in those tough moments.
Yeah. Okay. How did you know that psychology research and writing was your path?
Oh, I went to school and went to college and wasn't really sure what I was going to do. I was thinking about like journalism and, going to like anthropology classes, and they were really cool, but I wasn't really sure what I was going to do. And then the first psychology class that I took, I was just like, that, yes, this is it. This is for me. I absolutely loved it. And then later when I was, getting ready for grad school and I found positive psychology, I was like, oh yeah, this is it. Like this is my niche, this is my place. And there was just never really a second thought about whether that area was the right one for me or not.
Okay, I love that. So I wonder though, when you have friends that are, thinking about getting married and elevating their relationships, do you ever, give them any advice on, just the whole marital foundation, or do they turn to you? Is that your lane? Is that something you are open to?
Yeah, I mean, I'm open to it, and I'll certainly talk to, friends and loved ones, really about anything. I mean, I strive to just be a safe space for my loved ones to come and talk to me about pretty much anything. And I may not have good advice, but I will be there and I will hold space for people and I will listen. And I will do my best to help them feel heard. And then, if they want suggestions, which is a big if, sometimes we just want to vent, right? I'm happy to, share some, but I'm certainly not, a bona fide expert on relationships.
You have a certain calm to you. It's very calming. Like you look like you're very reasonable. I'm going to ask you a personal question. You can pass. Do you
Yes,
have
please.
do you have children?
I do not have children. I have a little furry four-legged, child, but no,
Yeah.
no kids.
See everybody, to everybody in the room that has children. We messed up. We messed up, man. I'm kidding.
It's
I'm kidding. I really love my kids and I actually like my kids and I love them. So I'm kidding.
well, it's just in general a more challenging but more rewarding road for sure.
Yeah, when they're sleeping.
When they're unconscious, it's great.
When they're not fighting, it's very, they don't smell like fresh puberty. It's amazing. No, I'm always curious because like, different therapists, yoga teachers, all of that. I put all of you under one umbrella because you are promoting a sense of peace that, you want us to attain. I'm always wondering, like, what is your day-to-day life like? I just want to know. You have to
Yeah.
feed other mouths, you know what I mean? So it gets
Yeah.
interesting. Before you go, because I want to release you back into your real life and not keep you stuck here, because we definitely can ask you a bunch of questions. Um,
I'm happy to
what?
answer.
Oh, I appreciate that. What other projects are you working on so that we can follow? I know your social media page is a little light, Courtney.
Yes, I'm
It's
not good at social
it's a little
media.
disappointing. I'm just saying.
That's
I
fair.
was I almost thought I said this can't be her. I said this can't.
It is. Yep, that's me. I know. I need to work on it. Maybe I can ask you for some tips on that.
Yeah, no. Perhaps I'll ask my cousin who can rack up 10,000 followers in 2 weeks. We'll go to her. So yeah, refer to me and I'll refer to her. Okay, we'll help
Okay,
each other
perfect.
out here.
That'd be great.
So what, do you have any projects that you're working on? We would love to support you. We trust you off of this book, so I definitely would love to support and buy the rack. Hello?
Yeah. Well, I have some kind of ideas in mind, but nothing solid that I'm working on right now. Over the last year or so, I've stepped back a little bit, and I've been focusing more on my, full-time kind of 9 to 5 job. So I haven't had as much time for writing. So there's several directions that I think I could go. There's a lot to be said, but I'm not sure exactly what that's going to look like yet. But I do have 7 other books, and they're all kind of within the same vein. So they're all self-help that's based in positive psychology. So there's like, mindfulness meditations, there's meditations for compassion, gratitude, just all kinds of, mindfulness and presence and positive psych-related topics.
And we can find your books between Amazon and Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, you can, go to my author page on the Simon and Schuster website, and you can see all my books there. And then
Okay.
they'll have links as well. But yeah, Amazon, Barnes and Noble, I think like Walmart and Target, like they carry them online as well. They're not too hard to find.
Okay. Okay, so I'll definitely be looking. I'm a fan. I definitely am a fan. I'm a dedicated fan. I'm telling you, we read from this every day like we're reading from the Bible. Good morning.
Oh
Um
my goodness, I just
yes,
love that. Thank you
I'm
so
telling you,
much.
I right everybody in here. Come on, let me know. Let her know. I'm not joking. I end the show, I go through all of the announcements and so on and so forth. And I tell everybody before you put your shoes on and you leave the studio, let's read
Hmm.
from the book of patience, like they say, like, you're reading from the books of the Bible.
I
or
mean, it feels like a touch sacrilegious, but I'm not mad about it. I
Yeah,
appreciate
no,
it.
listen, this is the gospel that we need for the morning. And I respect everyone's religious base. So I never want to offend anybody by reading from any kind of spiritual book, if you know what I'm saying. And
Yeah,
I felt
absolutely.
like this is a book that we all could receive, no matter what color, no matter what, spiritual foundation we all have. Patience is non-denominational, and we all need it today.
Absolutely.
So I
Yeah.
appreciate you for that. Courtney, have we been saying your name correct? Ackerman?
Yes. Yep. You've been
Yes.
saying it.
So the producer of the show, he's like, how do you say her name? I was like, I think it's Ackerman. He goes, well, why don't you just message her and ask? I said, honestly, I've been promoting her book for over a month now. She's been booked for a couple of weeks. Ain't no way.
Yeah, no, you got it right. But people do get it wrong pretty frequently, and I'm not picky about it. I mean, that's not something that I'm going to call anyone out for. But yes, you got it right.
Yes. Okay. Well, I appreciate you so much. Please know that anything that you have going on that you want to, push out and let the world know, you are definitely family here now, and you're more than welcome to come back.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. This has been
Thank,
really fun.
thank you. Now, I'm going to start this new thing, and you're going to be the first person.
Ooh.
So I'm looking at you, and I'm Just wondering, what does your hair smell like? What does that hair smell like, Courtney?
It it smells like my dry shampoo because I did not shower today.
Okay, hello, Courtney. That was a little too much.
Honesty.
I love it. So, all right, here
Authenticity.
we go. I'm going to smell her hair for you all. Let's see. Actually, it smells really good. And it's not the dry shampoo that's been recalled. Don't worry, she's safe. It smells really
Yep.
nice. We'll have to talk about the brand and put it on the shelf another day. Courtney, listen, you were fun. I had to loosen you up a little bit. You can't leave all serious, okay?
Oh no. No.
So just know when you come back here, you gotta have a scent to it, like apples or strawberries or something, okay?
Yes, I will find some really fun new shampoo before I join next time.
You have a great rest of your night, and I look forward to finishing this out and making you proud.
Awesome. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Thank you. Everybody, let me see some hearts for Courtney. Let me see what color heart. Let's see. So I want to see red and white hearts for peace and love at the same time. So I want to see red and white hearts before Courtney walks out the door. I want to see a bunch of hearts right now, please and thank you. Okay, we're getting the hand claps. Okay. Okay, she's about. Oh, there we go. Some hearts are rolling through. Okay, pink hearts. I love it.
Yep.
Some yellow. Okay. All right. Oh, there we go. Some more red and white hearts. There we go. Courtney, thank you so much.
Yeah. I feel the love. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Shout out to Courtney Ackerman, The Book of Patience, 250 Ways to a More Patient You. This is the first book that we've introduced here to the show, and I am so glad I did. I'm so grateful that Courtney took her time on this Tuesday evening to talk to all of us. That was really special, right? Thank you, Courtney. We do stuff over here. Do you all feel full? For everybody that joins in in the morning show and we read this, wasn't like that was kind of cool, right? That was kind of cool. I like that. Hold on, let me take a sip of my matcha. Oh, matcha's so good. Thank you, everybody. Yvette Terry says, great interview. Well, she definitely was great. She answered a lot of the questions that she answered all of the questions actually. Mess Williams, you did put a question in there, but she did answer that. It was about like does she refer back to her book, right? Oh no. You were asking how does she come up with the exercises? She she studied psychology. She has a master's in psychology and she did. She didn't answer it to the exact question, but she did. I did ask it in a way where she did let us know. Yeah. Shout out to Brian. Don't worry, Brian. You know the replays are on, but I just know that it's a difference when you watch your replays versus watching it live. I get it, but this is worth the replay. I promise you. So going forward, I know you all have talked about, possibly putting together a book club. You know what? I would love to put together a book club. However, Mess Williams says that wasn't me, but great question. Hello? Who was it then? It disappeared. Don't play with me, Mess Williams. I see you. I got my one good eye on you. So to everyone that has messaged me about doing a book club, I would really love to do a book club. I would love to. I've dipped in and out of book clubs, here and there. And I think they're fun, especially a book that, you want to dissect, whether it's a self-help book, a fictional book, non-fictional, so on and so forth. But I've got a lot already on my plate. We all have this Transform with Tosh 4 months to forever journey that we're doing. And to everybody that's on this journey together with me, you all are phase one. So, you know, a lot of things will be tightened as we go forward, but um, I'm grateful that you all are sticking with it and we're doing this together. I'm learning with you how to create this. So when we do phase two or um, you know, the next season or chapter, whatever we're going to call it, it'll be a little tighter. So you all have the ability to tell me what's working, what's not working, and but the downside of that is you're going through the kinks with me. You know what I'm saying? But I am grateful and I'm appreciative to the inaugural. Hello, how do you say the word inaugural? Why is the word so stupid? The first class. My tongue and my overbite don't allow me to say certain words. Laugh at me if you want to. I don't care. Um, can I brag one more time? First of all, I stepped on the scale today, and guess what? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm down 4 pounds. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. I'm down 4 pounds. So if you're not following the book, and using it as a proper guide, you're missing out. If you don't, you know, for those of you who know how to tailor and tailor your food intake and your exercises and things like that, you don't necessarily need the book. Excuse me. But for, you know, a lot of people, they prefer a guide. They prefer to be taught and guided every single day, morning, noon, and night, what to eat, how to do it. You know what I'm saying? We all learn differently. So this is no, you know, nobody is highlighted or shaded. Everybody learns differently. And I made it very clear that this is what I will be guiding myself on. And a lot of you wanted to guide yourself on this, and that's amazing. But then there's other people who, you know how to do this, and they're just like, well, I just want to be part of a group. So, again, we're tightening this all up. We're learning as we go to make this 4-month transformation more than just changing your diet. So we definitely do have planned to have fitness trainers and psychologists and nutritionists and dietitian, you know, nutritionists, dietitians, you know, same thing. But, you know, we really want this to be a lifestyle change and not a diet. So this is not a diet. This is a lifestyle change. But I stepped on the scale today and I was like, hello. I'm working on my winter body, my summer body. When we're finished this in March, I'm 2 months away from my birthday. I want to do something really good. Next birthday, my birthday next year, I want to celebrate it with you all. By the way, I really want to celebrate my birthday with you all next year. So my birthday is May 10th. I want to say that falls on a Wednesday of next year. So I don't know what, I don't know how, but I would love to celebrate it with you all. Some way, somehow, I want to have a party. I want to have a big party, some kind of celebration. Keep that in mind. Let me go through some announcements, and I'm going to get out of here. I got to clean up. I got a visitor coming into town tomorrow. She's going to drive me absolutely crazy. But I have a visitor in town, coming to town, so I have to be like bewitched and like clean this house. May 10th. May 10th. Yep. Oh, Brian is December 10th. Ooh, your birthday's coming up. The new app. Yes, thank you so much, back office girl. The new app. So for everybody who downloaded the Strava app, remember I was like all over it. Strava. Throw that app in the garbage, delete it. Delete that app. We have a new app called Pacer, Pacer. Before you go and run and download the wrong app, I will be putting the link to the new app in my stories right after this show. I will also be putting it in the Discord, and I will also be putting it in the Facebook group. And I think that is where I have covered everybody. So I will be putting it in my stories. I will be putting it in the Discord, and I will be putting it in my Facebook, in our private Facebook group. Okay. There is a new app. This app is completely free to track steps, to join group projects, group activities, and you can see your friends' steps. So me and the back office girl are in there, and we tested it out, and I spent some time on this app, and I love it. Now, if you want to get more in depth with the app, there are paid for stuff. If you have a Fitbit, unfortunately, because Fitbit is new to that platform, you have to pay a fee. If you don't mind paying a fee for Fitbit to add your Fitbit on there, then rock out. It is not a requirement, but as long as you have your phone on you, it will track your steps. Okay? Did I say that to be understood properly? If you have an Apple Watch, I was able to sync my Apple Watch. With the app cohesively with no problem. Oh, listen to this, everybody. I have Mickey Mouse on my watch. So just letting you know, download the app Pacer. And like I said, don't worry. Please be careful in downloading the wrong app. I really do not want you to download the wrong app. Okay, here we go. Back office girl put it right here. I will be putting it in my stories right after the show. I will be putting it in the Discord, and I will be putting it in the Facebook. Okay. Also, and it is not required for you to buy anything. The app is completely free. It will track your steps for free. And when you add people on there, you can track their steps too. And then I will be able to create a group. This week I want everybody to reach the milestone of 10,000 steps per day. And if you have mobility issues, I would like for you to do 6,000. Again, I'm just throwing suggestions out there. You do with it as you may. Do you know what I'm saying? But let me tell you this. I like to close my rings, right? And I will say I'm doing horribly. Yesterday was a day, and today was a holy Christ of a day. But I will say this. So far today, I'm doing horrible. Oh, no, I'm doing horrible. Oh, you can't. Uh-oh. Look at me trying to. How come? Look, there goes my rings. Oh, you know what? Forget it. If you're on Apple Watch, I don't know. Can we add people on? That's kind of weird. Don't add me on the Apple Watch. I'm funny with the Apple Watch, but we can do the app. Let's do the app. I'm gonna go work out after this. Well, you know what? No, the way I'm gonna be cleaning this house, I'm sure to hit 20,000 steps at this point. Yeah. So the way the challenges work, I can create the challenges and send everybody the code. But we'll get there. I just need everybody to get the app. Okay. Bestie says, just keep going. Oh, thank you for the moral support. Thank you, Bestie. I'm going to close the rings. I go crazy. And once I get into the activities, I don't know if anybody has an Apple Watch, but don't you love seeing all the rings closed? Remind everyone. Okay. So the giveaways. Everybody, thank you for your support thus far. But unfortunately, it's not enough. Share me, everybody, because I've got fun stuff for you. Once my account gets to 9,000, every 100 people, I will be giving away mini prizes. I want to give you stuff. Why don't people understand that I want to give stuff away to you? I've got fun prizes that we are curating for once this account gets to 9,000, it's giveaway season. Let me tell you something. I wish I can tell you some of the prizes, but okay. Let me see. On Friday, I'll tell you what the prizes, some of the prizes, some, not all. Every 100, once this account hits 9,000, every 100 all the way to 10,000, I will be giving away prizes. Once this account hits 10,000, Well, that's a milestone number. It's a party. It's a party. It's a celebration, and it's a bigger giveaway. So everybody needs to share, share, share. Thank you to everybody that has been sharing so far. But it's not enough. We got to get this. Do you know it's free to share? Everything else, when I tell you, thank you so much for all of your donations to the Cash App, to the Zelle, to the PayPal, and to the Apple Pay. I want to say a warm thank you to everybody that monetarily donates to the show. It is well appreciated. And until we get badges here, that is what has to happen. But this show is a public access show curated by me and my back office team for you from my heart. So I want to say thank you to everybody that does contribute to the show, everybody that contributes to the wish list. Yes, I will take time to update my wish list. I know my wish list looks a little shabby, but you want to know why? Because you all have been buying stuff. So thank you. But we haven't even done, hold on. I was trying to see if I had an unopened box. No, those are all open. We haven't done any of those in a while. I'm not doing my job. Maybe I'm not doing a good enough job. Oh my God. Maybe I should just hang it up. My content is horrible. I'm annoying in the mornings. I'm annoying in the evenings. Hang it up, Natasha. The people don't like you. No, I'm kidding. I'm never hanging this up. That's what I do. Thank you to everybody. Shout out to the room and thank you to everybody. This show is literally for the people. Sounds like a campaign, right? Oh, Gabby, you wait till I get to you. Shout out to Gabby for being the first contestant on the dating show here. Friday, Chanel says, I'm blocking you. I thought you blocked me this morning. What you doing here? I thought you blocked me this morning. Ella. Big Sos, that's because we love you. I love you back. Mess Williams says, Tasha's giving out 2023 Priuses. You know something? I'm not a Prius fan. Something about that car looks like a Beetle, like an actual Beetle. So I don't know. That car gives me. I don't like that car. Give me another small electrical car. I sent a new pic today. I be seeing all your pics. I'm like, you getting pic happy. I'm trying to figure out, you trying to date me? Hello? I'm kidding. Gabby's ready to get hooked up. So if I have any single men who want to participate in the dating show, hit me up because Friday we're going to do it again. Did I ever finish my thought on the book club? You all know how I am. I'll like open a tab and then not close it, but then circle back to it. See how I circle back? We might not have closed that tab. So as far as the book club goes, to be continued. Once we finish getting through the Book of Patience, I will have another book on deck. But I would love to read like a fun fictional book. I think sometimes, for those, I know there's people in here who don't care about fictional books and stuff like that, but I really love to read fictional series just to kind of, I love getting lost in a book. Do you know what I'm saying? So we'll see. If you have a book suggestion, never hesitate to send it to me. Okay. That's it. That's the show. Get your shoes on and get up out and get out. Goodbye. That's it. I'm done. All right. That's the show, everybody. Goodbye. I would never end the show like that. Thank you, everybody, for your support. I appreciate you. There's some fun stuff that I'm working on behind the scenes with Sir Rick Party, who probably left out of here and went to bed. But I've got some fun things that are on the horizon in the next couple of days that I can't say anything on other than it's a cool little thing that we're putting together. And this other thing I definitely can't say. So shout out to the room. Shout out to everybody. Please get your shoes on. I've got to clean my yard. I have to clean my house. And I have to go mommy my children. Tasha's disrespectful. Bye. Just Riley, between you and I, thank you. You know why I'm saying thank you. Thank you. I meant to actually send you a DM earlier. And when I tell you my day got away from me in a good way, not in a bad way. And now we're here. So I'm so glad. Let me read your comment. Just Riley says, I really like this woman. So daggone talented and interesting. He said, I'm interesting. Okay, now I'm a freak show. All right, no problem. I'll take it. I'm totally kidding. But Just Riley, thank you. Shout out to the room. You all have your shoes on? Shelly, I'll see you in the morning. Thank you, Bestie. Thank you, Chanel. Thank you to my entire back office team that showed up to work today. Only my back office girl and Rick Party. Thank you kindly. My back office guy, he's fired. He's done. Shout out to everybody that walked in here. No, I know that. I know what you meant, Just Riley. I'm just joking with you. I mean, if you want to put me in a glass cage and have people, poke and probe at me, no problem. I've got a lot of body to poke at. Hello? Sweet Mama Midnight says, Tosh, tell Agnes hello. I've been missing Agnes too. All right. Hold on a second, everybody. Hold on. Just stand at the door. Listen, everybody. It's been a long time since I've been here. It's Ashy Agnes, okay? Jared, you got to come and get the baby. I know it's been a while since I've been here, but you got to come get the baby. I don't want to get the ashes on the baby's head. Okay, sweetheart, you got to move. Grandma's talking. Listen, I know you've all been asking about me, but here's the deal. I got to get my own look going on. Ever since the war, when Bernard died, God rest his soul, I just have to get my fashions in order and everything like that. And, sometimes when I sit in the girl Natasha's chair and everything, she leaves this place like a goddamn mess. So, here, I'm going to leave some ashes all over. Oh, I can't get the ashes on her machine. I miss you all too. Have you all, you're all over there following me on the, what is it called? The Telegram or something like that? She told me she made a page for me. I don't even know. There's probably not even a freaking picture of me up there. It's okay. Look, I've got a room here of all of my children and my grandchildren and the great grandchildren and so on and so forth. I don't even know half of these people anymore. I'm 92 years old, so you got to have patience with me, everybody. That girl, Natasha, really does a good job, doesn't she? Yeah. I listen to her from the bed, and I'm very proud of her. She's a very resilient little girl, isn't she? Things that should have broke her made her stronger. I don't know how she does it, but I'm proud of her, and I hope you all is proud of her too. Make sure you support her. Let me tell you all something. When I was growing up and I was doing my thing, back before I had all of these goddamn children, we all supported each other. We had a sense of community. Nowadays, the community is gone. Everybody is everybody's independent. Everybody wants to do their own thing. That's not how you win. My cigarette is almost finished. I gotta hurry up. You have to support each other. Okay? The community is gone. The only way you all win is when you win together. What good is it if you win by yourself and you're sitting at the table all by yourself? Do you know what I'm saying? Okay. And I want to leave another message to you. Always check your sources. There's a lot of people out here that like to meddle in other people's business, if you know what I'm saying. You got to listen to Agnes. Agnes talks and speaks her mind. I'm 92 years old, if you understand what I'm saying here. There's people running around meddling in other people's business and starting fires and not bold enough to put the fires out. Are you all reading between the lines here? You all are smart. Cigarette is almost done. The truth will always rise above the bullshit. I don't know about all you sensitive people in the building. I curse a lot, but I try to keep it tight because the girl, Natasha, she doesn't curse on her show, so I'm sorry. The truth will always prevail for all of your sensitive ears in here. Okay, everybody? That's all I'm going to say. I spent a long day with that girl, Natasha, okay? And she told me some things, and I just want to let you know she's a smart cookie. For her to sit here 2 times a day, talk to all of you that some of you is double her age. I'm very proud of her delivery and her resilience. I learned from her, and I'm closer to the grave than I am to the stage, if you know what I'm saying. I had a life before I had to raise all my little crumb snatcher children. Okay, this is my last drag of my cigarette. I'll make sure I come and talk to you all on this Telegram, Instagram. What, Marissa, what is this thing? What are you crying for? I'm not dead yet. Okay? What is this called again? Telegram? A what? Instagram. Yeah, I'll come back and talk to you all. I miss you all. Okay, everybody? I'm going to give the show back to Natasha so she could close this up. You had a conversation with Agnes, huh? You God, she leaves all her cigarette ashes and all her her smoke and everything. Good Lord, doesn't she know it's no smoking in the building, no smoking in the apartment? God. I got to tell her about the smoking. Every time I tell her about the smoking, she's like, oh, I've been smoking my whole life. And da, 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 I know all that stuff. And, she smokes from this little fancy cigarette holder and all. Agnes is a mess. I can't wait for you all to fully meet her. Anyway, everybody, I hope you have your shoes on. I hope you enjoyed the show. I had a good time with you all today in totality. I will be back here tomorrow morning at 4:30 p.m. Everybody, I will be back here on the morning show at 4:30 a.m. Pacific, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. And if you are not part of the morning crew, that is okay. I will be back for a second go around at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow's guest is Malik Youssef. Google that name. It's going to be a good time tomorrow. If you enjoyed the show, hit the link in the bio. Show me that you enjoyed the show. The Cash App is there, but if you want the Apple Pay and the Zelle and all the other PayPal and all that stuff, send me a DM. Let me know that you enjoyed the show. Show me how you feel, Big Mama or Zaddy. Anyway, everybody, get up on out of here. Leave my glasses. No, you cannot leave with the glasses. Yes, we did do a change of silverware and drinkware. But you cannot leave with my items. If you leave with them, I won't have new ones to replace. Bye. Okay, get your charger and your phones because you know what happens. Once the show is over, you cannot come back until tomorrow morning. Get it out of here. That's not an excuse for you to come back up. Once the elevator goes down, it does not come back up. Out, out, out. My people are coming around. Please make sure you throw your napkins in the garbage because why? That's disgusting. Throw your napkins in the garbage. It's gross. Leave my plates and leave the glasses. Yep. Bye, bestie. Sweet Mama Midnights. No, you cannot leave with my champagne flute. Sweet Mama Midnights. Come on. Cotton, I can't hang out with you tonight. I got to clean. Bye, Cotton. Mrs. Preston, Maureen. Only person that's hanging around are the kids. Everybody got Cole, Kat, Gina, Riley, everybody's got to go. Everybody have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh no, I can't get I can't get myself out. What's happening? Okay, bye everybody.